so very affordable, and looks that we'd only dream of, now you can have. And it is wonderful to have you here.
It is so good to be here.
What up? I'm so honored to do your premiere show.
No, I'm honored to be here. You know, to have joined the HSN family. This has been a dream of mine for years, and it's finally a reality. So thank you for letting me be part of your family. And why don't you just sit back, relax, and enjoy these next 2 hours?
Are going to be
phenomenal.
They really are.
They are. Each piece is inspired by a whole bunch of different things. The ring that you're wearing that created Ruby, the matching earrings for that, I made in honor of my stepdaughter having twins this month. I mean, this is just a big month. So happy birthday to HSN, and it's great to be here. Thank you so much.
Okay, let's get into the very first item. Here we go. I don't want you to miss out on this. It is this day only. Now, here's what happened, Charles. I don't know if you were watching, but last night at midnight, I launched our Today's Special. And if you're watching me at midnight, I warned y'all it was going to sell out, and indeed it did. So you've got to stay with me. I have two fantastic this day onlys. This is the first one. So if you love your Tanzanite looks, this is yours. If you love bluestones, this is yours. But look how beautiful this is. Now, I also want you to appreciate the price, and then we're really going to break this down in terms of detail, because the quality is unsurpassed with what Charles brings to us. $39.95. Can you believe it? And girls, it's 100% precious metal through and through. This is not fashion jewelry. Don't be fooled by that price.
Not at all. In fact, this is 925 nickel-free sterling silver, which makes it a little bit more special because the elimination of nickel silver has eliminated for many people, the irritant that caused rashes and redness and soreness. I'm not saying that it's hypoallergenic. I am not making that statement. What I am saying is that for my own wife, when I went nickel-free, she stopped becoming irritated from sterling silver, my sterling silver jewelry.
Okay, let's talk about the stone. Let's talk about your inspiration with the color. Break down, actually, the creation of this.
Well, you know, first off, it took years, actually about 12 years, for my laboratories to finally grow a cubic zirconia in the color that I approved for Tanzanite.
Right.
I had others that I used in the past, but it really didn't look like Tanzanite. It looked like created sapphire.
Right.
So that took a long time. Then the different shapes come, and on this particular ring, we're looking at it's a checkerboard cut, but it's basically the outline, the shape of it is that of a radiant or an elongated cushion cut with a checkerboard cut. It's just full of fire. It's full of pizzazz, and then of course you have the baguette and the rounds in the clear CZ. This is an incredible piece of jewelry, and to bring it to you, I'm so happy because now I'm bringing you that extra finger size of size 11. So I used to only manufacture in size 5 through 10. Now we're going 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I believe this is up towards size 11.
You're doing 5 through 11.
Oh, yay. I hate to be wrong.
No, 5 through 10, you're wrong. Sorry. We do have a couple 11s.
I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken.
Okay, yeah,
Sorry.
It goes 5 through 10. Just let me give a quick update, just so you'll know. The silver is selling the quickest. We've already sold almost 400. What does this mean to you? Well, number one, you're going to see a level of exquisite designs that you've never seen on HSN before. That's really what Charles brings us. He brings us an elegance that you might go to a museum or you might go to a collection at, say, a beautiful, store that would feature something. Or, you know, you go to those places where you see exquisite jewelry and you say, oh, if I only could. Or, wow, I would dream of having that. Or the auction houses in New York who have the estate sales. This is Charles's heritage. This, I'm telling you, he was born with gems oozing from his DNA. He has been in the jewelry business for many years. And so you're seeing looks that have been untouchable, Charles. And that was part of your whole passion. You know, I love it because when I was reading some information about you, one of the favorite things I saw is you said, you know what, so many women wanted, and people were trying to emulate the classics, the fine jewelry looks, but a lesser quality. Right. So explain what your motivation was, because you said there's got to be a better way to do this.
Well, my motivation really was that I was in, you know, the jewelry business my whole life. It's, you know, been generations, and actually I'm a fourth generation at least, but that's as far back as I could prove. And I noticed that primarily we catered to much more expensive clientele. I don't believe that just the rich and famous should be able to have a nice piece of jewelry. So, you know, it was either costume or it was fine.
Right.
And there had to be a better way to give you the look of fine, the feel of fine. Because, you know, with costume jewelry, basically it looks great. You touch it, you pick it up, something's wrong.
Right.
I needed to get rid of that something's wrong, and we accomplished that 20 years ago. Now, there are other people doing it, but we started it. I've got literally 2 decades on my competition.
Sure, absolutely. And you're going to feel it in the quality. It's when you hold the piece. If you've bought a piece, let's say it's a fashion piece, and you bought it at some store, and you've gone, wow, it's so tinty. It doesn't feel good. It catches on my hair of my arm. It grabs on things. This is made just like the finest jewelry in the world. The only difference is we start with sterling silver. I mean, and we're using CZ. But even that, he picks the very finest. And as you mentioned, which I think people don't understand, it's not like you go, oh, here's a big basket of them. You actually have them custom made for your collection.
In fact, somewhere around here I have a bowl of a rough cubic zirconia that I use to show people. People think, well, the cubic zirconias are just made in these shapes.
Yeah,
they're not. They are grown in very much like a rough diamond. It's what they call a boule. It comes out like a log. And then we have to have our diamond and gemstone cutters cut and facet the stones exactly the same way you would cut and facet a natural ruby, emerald, sapphire, or diamond.
Right.
So it's all about the cut. That's what my father taught me. He also taught me that perfection doesn't happen by accident. And you know what? You deserve the finest, but I'm not going to charge you an arm and a leg for, you know, my brand.
Okay.
You know, my brand should just let you know that it's quality. You need to know when you buy a piece of Charles Winston jewelry, you're getting the best that money can buy.
Right. And the looks of, obviously, hundreds of thousands of dollars a look that you're, tonight, obviously, $39.95. Now, please use automated ordering. If you want this one, and he did just an exquisite piece. Just to break it down, you have that incredible stone on the top. As you can see, the checkerboard cutting gives it that extra sparkle. On either side, on the shoulders of the ring, you're looking at beautiful pave set round clear CZs and then bar set tapered baguettes. This is complicated. This is not an easy setting, and you have to have the very best set these stones. Here you can take advantage of it, not only because our today's special sold out. That's wonderful. You're getting an extra special savings. We've taken $10 off, but that's only while it lasts. 700 now gone. And I'll tell you, girls, when you put this on, for me, it's just like you go to, and my best example is, you would go to the Tower of London and you would pull out the royal gems and the jewels. Or if you've seen the royal weddings, when the princesses and all the queens show up and they bring out the goods, that's what this looks like. So if you're like me, and I used to watch all those famous weddings on TV from England, and you're like, look at the necklaces, look at those unbelievable earrings, look at the red carpet celebrities, you're getting that level in this line, and you're getting that look. It's a very luxurious look, but the quality's there, so it is really trompe l'oeil, fools the eye into thinking that it's the real thing, because it's so beautifully made.
But let me tell you, you know, some people say, well, that's so big, who would think it's real? And, you know, I remember going to dinners, and my stepmom, Sylvia, would be